Welcome back to the channel, guys. We have got a preview copy of the new Blades of Khorne Battletome.
And this is the first preview we're getting for army we actually own.
Other than Jin Silico.
No, Sigmar.
Yeah,
Sigmar.
This is the first Sigmar one that we've got, so we're really excited. There's so many changes in this.
Yeah, loads.
There's a lot of stuff. If you think you know your Khorne army, reread every last word. Everything has changed. Almost every unit has gone up in points, barring a handful.
Yeah.
So before we start, of course, that massive thank you to Games Workshop for sending this out. It's an absolute pleasure to be able to review this. If you're watching this video, there is actually 2 videos out. What we've done is we've done a short form one to cover all of the basic changes, points, and things like that. And there's an extended one which will look at all of the units and stuff as well. So depending on which one you want to watch, go and watch the other one.
Right.
So without further ado, Lucy's going to talk us through some of the points that changed.
Yes.
Now, some stuff did go down, and I think respectably, depending on what, you know, some units did get nerfed a bit, but the points went down. Some units got a little bit better, and the points went up. Others, I don't necessarily agree with some of the point changes, but it is where it is.
So let's start straight from in order in the Battletome.
Yep.
Skull cannons. They're down to 140.
Not worth it.
The rules haven't changed.
No.
I will tell you that now. They're still the same.
Yeah.
Bloodletters are down to 110 again and 300 for the full unit.
Yeah, they used to be 120, 320, I think.
Yep. The Aspiring Deathbringer, it's same price, but now it's just all in one.
It's one war scroll now with the multiple weapon
Yeah,
choices rather than 2 different war scrolls. And that's the same with the Slaughter Priests and the Exalted Deathbringer as well.
Yep. So they're all the same points as well. Karanak is up to 140.
But again, he got a lot better. So
yeah. The Lord of Khorne on Juggernaut is up to 160. The Mighty Lord of Khorne is up to 140.
Yeah.
Scar Blood Wraith is up to 120.
He got good.
Yeah, he's just been reading them and he's like, wow. Skullmasters up to 120, as well as the Skull Taker.
Yeah. Again, these guys ended up getting command abilities, which they didn't have before.
Yep. So the Slaughter Priest, as he's already said, it's now just 1 entry at the same price. Valkyria, she's up to 120. Bloodthirsters
down.
Oh, sorry, down to
120. Yeah.
Down, yeah. I'm used to saying that. The Bloodthirster of Infinite Rage is up to 280.
He did get a bit better though. I like him more.
But he did lose a lot.
No, he didn't. The Infinite Rage one got better.
Oh, yeah, sorry. And the Bloodthirster of Unfettered Fury is up to 300 points. Blood Crushers, they're down to 140. And Korgorath's up to 100.
Yeah, which is good because running them at 90 points was really difficult to build them into an army.
Yeah. Mighty Skull Crushers have gone up to 180.
But they got good, as you've probably seen in the preview on Warhammer Community.
Yeah. Skull Reapers are up to 180 as well.
Skull Reapers went up.
Yeah.
They were 170 before.
Double check.
No, they definitely went up.
Oh, yeah. Where was it up there?
Wrathmongers,
they're down to 140.
and they changed a lot.
Yeah.
And they're not as good, but the points I think reflect what they do now.
Yeah. Now, we weren't sure of the points for the 3 Shadespire.
Yeah, I couldn't find them. I know they're in the General's Handbook, but we couldn't find them.
So the Garax Reavers are 60, the Riptooth is 40, and the Magor's Fiends are 80.
Yeah.
So the spells, 3 spells.
Judgments,
sorry. The Bleeding Icon is 40, the
Hexagore Skulls is 40, which is very good.
Yeah, and the Axe is 60 points.
Yeah, so for anybody that doesn't know already, the Judgments, you basically make a prayer roll with your Slaughter Priest, and on whatever it says on the War Scroll, you basically summon that model. It cannot be unbound by magicians, which you're angry about. However, at the end of the battle round, you roll a dice for the Judgment, and on a 1 to 4, it disappears.
Yeah. Which makes up for not being able to.
Yeah, but if you've got a priest within 8 inches, it's on a 1 to 3, it disappears. Yeah. So, and the axe is really hard to summon. Actually, the axe is a 5+ to summon, and obviously that's on 1 dice. But the terrain feature which I can't even remember what it's called now. Altar. Skull Altar. So you can reroll prayer and judgment rolls for Khorne priests wholly within 8 inches.
When you try and roll a 5 on one dice.
Yeah, getting a reroll's kind of, it's okay. Now, we have read the rules extensively, and I cannot see anywhere where it says that you can't use your prayer, use a blessing, and a judgment.
Yeah.
I can't see it, so if anybody else does see it, let me know, please. But yeah, getting to re-roll that. Now, that was previously a Gore Pilgrim special rule, but getting this is pretty good. Yeah. Also, enemy wizards that are within 16 have to add 1 to the casting rolls. So we subtract 1 from the casting rolls. It's pretty cool. It's a free model, and it doesn't look bad.
No, it looks awesome.
It looks pretty cool. Allegiance abilities as well. So they did change the blood tithe points.
Yes.
Not much. There was a couple of changes. So where are we at? I'm used to looking at the old Battletome. So what they did is Crimson Rain used to be in place of number 4. That is now number 7, and everything else dropped down 1. But Crimson Rain, once you use it, it is in effect for the rest of the battle and every subsequent hero phase after that.
Yeah.
So it's definitely worth using that one first, rather than just going 4 blood type points, everybody heals D3. It's basically everyone heals D3 every hero phase after you've used it, which is, I think it's better.
Yeah. Now, one more allegiance before we go into specifics.
Yes, the Locus of Fury. So everybody in a Khorne army gets this now. You can reroll hit rolls of a 1 for attacks made by Khorne demon units whilst they're wholly within 12 inches of any friendly Khorne demon hero or wholly within 16 of any friendly greater demons. That means that any hero demon is just getting reroll 1s. That's all your bloodthirsters. Just have reroll 1s to hit.
It's all Khorne demons.
Yeah.
Units.
Yeah. He's a Khorne demon unit.
Yeah, so it's like your bloodletters.
Yeah, I'm saying, but even if you just have a bloodthirster by himself out in the open, he's just getting reroll 1s. Yeah. And then the 8th blood tithe point changed. So before it was you could summon a unit, which nobody ever used originally, because you had to have reserve points, and then obviously since 2nd edition you didn't. But now you can choose this reward once per battle. After you do so, if the unmodified hit roll for an attack made by a melee weapon from a friendly Khorne unit is a 6, the attack scores 2 hits on the target instead of 1. That's massive. That is so good compared to what it used to be. If you've got a turn where you know you've got a lot of combats going on, it's great. Yes, Lucy just pointed out as well, the Blood Blessings of Khorne, the only one that changed was the 6th one, which was the Mega Bane Hex, which has changed to the Spellbane Hex. At the start of your hero phase, one friendly model that knows this prayer can chant it. If they do so, roll a dice. On a 1, you suffer a mortal wound. On a 2 or 3, it's not answered. On a 4+, you can immediately dispel one endless spell.
Yeah. So
for all the Khorne players who aren't happy that you can't get rid of endless spells, there you go.
One other thing changed for the Blood Blessings of Khorne before. It suffered D3 if the result mortal wounds if the result of the blessing was 1.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not. It's just 1.
1, which is great. That's absolutely brilliant. It keeps your priest alive a little bit longer as well. Mm-hmm. So that's really, really cool.
Sorry, I jumped ahead there.
Oh no, that's okay. A couple of other things that changed.
Should we do the artifacts?
We'll have a look at the artifacts in a few minutes, but all of the unbinds, like spell unbinds and stuff, all of the wording has been changed so that you can attempt to dispel an endless spell. So, for example, the Collar of Khorne says that you can attempt to dispel an endless spell as well, things like that.
Oh, is that, yeah.
So that's generally across the army. Anything that had that is...
So you can attempt to unbind a spell as if you were a wizard, and then in addition, you can attempt to unbind an endless spell. Which
obviously is thankful, because Khorne players couldn't dispel them previously.
Yeah.
Most of the artifacts have remained unchanged. There was very, very minor stuff changed in there.
Yeah. Blood Drinker. They immediately heal 1 wound before it's now heal D3.
Yeah. The Khorne, Demon, Bloodbound, and Mortal ones, the first three all remain the same. Apart from, again, throughout the book, ranges on abilities and artifacts has changed. It's increased, but it's now wholly within.
Yeah.
So, for example, one of them was pick a unit within 8. It's now wholly within 12. And that's basically across the entire army. The main things that did change was the Khorne Demon command trait, number 4, which was immense power, is now Rage Unchained, add 1 to the attack characteristic, whereas before it was add 1 to the damage. So again, very minor changes. Yeah, so Disciple of Khorne for the Khorne Bloodbound one is now add 2 to the attack characteristic instead.
Yeah, and for the Khorne Demon, the number 5, Aspects of Death, it's now, instead of 1 additional model flees in the battle shock, it's D3.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, there's lots and lots of minor changes. A lot of 1s have changed to D3s as well, or D3s have changed to 1s.
Yeah.
So the Artifacts of Power, again, the Collar of Khorne, the artifact there, it says that now, the wording is you can unbind an endless spell as well. So we'll take a look at them more in depth later. The other things that we want to cover in the shorter video is the Blood Hosts.
Yep.
First time we've getting them. I mean, they did have the large battalions previously, so you did kind of see them, but nobody ever ran them. There's 2 demon ones and 2 mortal ones, and I like one of each.
You do.
So
I don't.
Lucy doesn't like Khorne full stop. So Reapers of Vengeance, their ability is if an enemy unit fails battle shock within 3 inches of any friendly Reaper of Vengeance demon units, add D3 to the number of models that flee. That's good if you can force morale on things like if you do force morale on like ghosts, zombies, skellies, things like that. An extra D3 models running is really good.
Yeah.
It's even better on Stormcast. Yeah. The command ability, pick 1 friendly unit wholly within 8 of a demon model with this command ability. After the unit is fought, as long as it's still within 3, and it can immediately pile in and attack with all of its weapons for a second time. So it's like Feed and Frenzy,
yeah.
from the Flesh Eater Battletome, but it's specific to the Reapers of Vengeance. As we found with most of these, the abilities and the command ability are pretty good, but then the artifact and command trait aren't so good.
Yeah.
But it encourages you to then take a battalion.
And it's not an all-powerful. If you've got all 4 of the abilities, everyone's just going to run that. It'll get boring.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it does make sense.
So the command trait for them, the general can attempt to unbind a spell or endless spell, and if the unmodified roll is an 8, the caster suffers D6 mortal wounds. And you've got a 1 in 12 chance of doing that, because you need a 2 and a 6, a 3 and a 5, or a double 4. Artifact of Power, each time the bearer is affected by a spell, roll a dice and on a 2+, you ignore the effects of the spell.
That's actually brilliant.
Yeah, it's not bad, especially in a Khorne list, I suppose. This is the one that I like, though, the Brood Lords.
Blood Lords.
Blood Lords, even. Because I've been playing too much Gene Stealer Cult. You can reroll wound rolls of 1 for attacks made by Bloodlord demon units that target a hero or monster. It's very specific, but it's not bad. The command ability, you can use this command ability at the start of your hero phase. Pick a friendly model with this command ability, and you can heal 1 wound allocated to each friendly Bloodlord's demon unit, wholly within 16.
That's good.
You need multiple wound models for that, though, and I think that is good if you're running lots of Bloodthirsters.
Yeah.
The command trait is add 4 to the movement, and you can reroll the charge. Very good for Bloodthirsters. And the Artifact of Power, the bearer fights at the start of the combat phase before the player picks any other units to fight in that combat phase. The bearer cannot fight again in that combat phase unless an ability or spell allows him to fight more than once. So it's basically like the Quicksilver draft.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good for running Bloodthirsters and stuff.
I used to play that all the time, the Quicksilver when we Stormcast, and it was, I don't know why I stopped. Because I started using a Stormhost.
The Gore-Tide is the first of the mortal ones, so you can reroll wound rolls of 1 for attacks made by melee weapons by friendly Gore-Tide mortal units wholly within 12 of an objective marker. That's massive.
Yes.
the command ability, Ever Onwards. You can use this command ability on a unit of Gore-type Blood Reavers or Blood Warriors. Unit wholly within 16 of a friendly model has this command ability. If you do so, that run roll, when you make a run roll, then it can be used. That run roll is treated as being a 6. Okay, but that's a command ability anyway. But not when you can also run and charge later in the same turn.
Yes.
That is massive.
And that is becoming every army so far.
Every army's getting pretty much access to that.
Yeah.
The command trait and artifact of power, add 1 to the damage of the general's melee weapons and ignore modifiers when making save rolls for attacks that target the model. Ignoring modifiers is good because obviously it's ignore all modifiers.
And adding 1 to the damage on, say, Scarlet. I can't take it.
You can't take it, no. But one of the heralds that's got like 3 damage on his weapon, or even just a bloodthirsty, you're becoming D6 plus 1 or D3 plus 1 if you're running the other ones. The Skull Fiend tribe, it's okay. You can reroll hit rolls of a 1 for friendly Skull tribe mortal units that are wholly within 12 of an enemy hero. The command ability is you can pick 1 friendly unit with this command ability. Until the end of the phase, you can reroll hit and wound roll for attacks made by friendly Skull Tribe Korgorath units wholly within 10. It would be great if there was another way to get Korgoraths outside of buying the Start Collecting box, but there's not. I've got 3, and to be honest, I still don't think I would run this one. Command trait, you get an additional 2 blood type points when your general slays a hero. Pick 1 of the bearer's melee weapons and add 2 to the attack characteristics. So they kind of go hand in hand, but they're okay.
Yeah.
So that is the majority of allegiance abilities, points changes. Battalions have changed vastly, right? We'll go over them in a bit more detail, but Lucy's going to cover the points for the battalions now.
Yep. Blood Host is down to 180. Blood Hunt is down to 120. Blood Legion is the new name for...
It was the massive
all in one. It is now 120. Bloodbound War Horde is up to 150. Blood Forged is down to 120. The Blood Mad Warband is the new name for the Bloodbound Warband, and it's 160 points. I can't remember what the old one is. Blood Thunder Stampede is down to 140. So is Brass Stampede. Charnel Host is down to 140. Dark Feast is down to 110. Gore Pilgrims is down to 140. The Gore Chosen is down to 110. The Gore Thunder Cohort is down to 120. Murder Horse is down to 160. Red Heads Men is down to 120. Skull Seeker Horse is down to 120. Skull Take is down to 140. Slaughterborn is up to 180. And the Old Council of Blood, which I know you used to want, and Bryn loved it, is now the...
It's called Tyrants of Blood, and it's now 140 instead of 200 that it was.
Oh, that was how many mistakes.
I know, well done. So that is mostly what's changed. Like I said though, the rules for almost every unit have changed. Honestly, double check your war scrolls, double check your abilities and your command abilities. Everything is very, very different. A lot of heroes have got command abilities who didn't have them before. A lot of the battalions have totally changed. Like, they've all gone down, which I find odd considering all the units have gone up, barring a couple, but they've vastly changed. I don't think there's anything game breaking in this book. I think it's very, very well rounded.
Try 16 wounds, mortal wounds from one character, one attack.
If you haven't already watched it, go and watch the battle report as well. I apologise in advance. There is so many changes in here, you guys. Honestly, make notes. Tab things out like what we've done. We bought them when 8th edition Warhammer 40k came out, and Lucy tabbed every page of every book for me, and she continues to do so thank you. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you again very soon.
Bye.